So from a business standpoint, the difference between a normal consumer and a casual gamer is level of information. At Most Informed, you have the core gamer, or as I said before, the hardcore gamer. In business terms, we would call this an over-informed consumer. They are informed to the point that there's nothing you can really do to sway them. They can do their own research, they have their own opinions, their opinions are very solid, so there isn't a whole lot that marketing or reviews or user reviews or even word of mouth can do to sway them. Casual gamers are what we would call informed consumers. They know enough about gaming to have opinions, but not enough about gaming that their opinions can't be swayed. They haven't really dedicated themselves to franchises or genres. They're not trying to compete in a competitive circle or be a pro gamer. They know a little bit about games, a little bit about franchises, a little bit about people who develop games, but their behavior is a lot more fluid. They might get into a franchise just to drop it the next day. They might try something new, even in a genre that they're not a fan of. That's because gaming for them is casual. It's not a core part of their identity, and so they're really willing to experiment with it. It's just a thing to do, so they'll do a lot of things. Informed consumers are great because not only are they a source of revenue, but you could appeal to them as a gamer and they're a reason to actually try to get in aspects of a game that would please the hardcore crowd that otherwise investors wouldn't care about. Finally, you have your random person or an uninformed consumer. Uninformed consumers are just that. They are completely uninformed. I guess they don't have to be completely uninformed, but the point is, comparatively, they know a lot less than the casual and hardcore gamer. They don't know a lot about mechanics, they couldn't rattle off popular franchises, they probably can't name a single game developer. They don't know terms like polygons or frames per second or ray tracing. They don't know the difference between a AAA game or an indie game, they just know game. They don't know anything about companies. They don't know why EA or Activision Blizzard might be a bad company, and they don't know why smaller indie companies might be good companies. All they know is games are a product and I might want to buy them. The extent of their knowledge goes only to the most popular mainstream stuff like Mario. It'd be a stretch to say that they even know common names like Ryu or Sub-Zero. These are gaming's golden goose. Uninformed consumers don't know enough to be turned away from video games by design mistakes. They don't get upset at mechanical changes or roster changes or graphical changes. They are just sources of money ready to impulse buy your product. Whenever an obviously bad game gets a surprising amount of sales, it's uninformed consumers that are contributing to most of those sales. So in my video earlier, I was actually describing a priority order. Publishers usually try to appeal to uninformed consumers first, informed consumers second, and third, if at all, over-informed consumers. And the reason is simple. Uninformed consumers spend money more readily, and over-informed consumers rarely spend money without being informed.